When you make good movies and good TV shows, that's when our channels do the best because we're the most excited. It's pretty crazy to me that people who love Star Wars like myself have to make videos about this where you have other creators in the space that are wanting to cancel and demonetize other channels. This is some of these guys' livelihoods. I don't get the hate simply because of a difference of opinions about a fictional movie, TV shows, and comics called Star Wars. Guys, Star Wars is an escape for us. It's fun. The fact that you have people like Star Wars Theory having to make a video about all this junk that he goes through. I don't know the full history, but I did watch this video, guys. I'm going to put it in the description. I recommend y'all go watch the full video. But he has receipts, and it's pretty ridiculous how I've seen people in the Star Wars community treat Star Wars Theory. Here's just one example. There's literally somebody that wants him to delete himself. Like, I don't even know what to say to people like that. And the fact that there's people like this that try to take the moral high ground after they've supported such statements like this is just crazy to me. I actually tried to respond to what we're seeing. Whoever has started this, now they're denying it. Molly and Star Wars Explained are denying that they started this whole campaign to cancel some of these YouTubers like Nerdrotic and other people like Star Wars Theory. I simply responded to her original tweet. This sounds like censorship, and I was blocked. I guess we're not willing to talk about our differences. We're just going to block people, accuse people, dehumanize people, all because they don't agree that the Acolyte or whatever about Disney Star Wars that you like. I'm seriously trying to understand it, guys, and I don't get it. We need more creators like Star Wars Theory who's not afraid to speak his opinion about Disney Star Wars, because here's the thing. When you make something creatively, you need creative, good feedback in order to improve that product. And when you don't get good creative feedback, you're simply left with the echo chamber of whatever you want it to be. And I don't know why, but Star Wars has since moved away from telling a more epic story of good versus evil to telling more tentpole stories about current trends or current politics rather than telling a more epic immersive story. So let me give you an example of that. Lord of the Rings is a timeless classic that will always be seen as art. And the reason for that is because no matter what era you live in, whether it's 50 years from now, whether it was 50 years ago, everything that takes place in that film and everything that's spoke about in that film, from morality, good versus evil, triumph, hope, all of that translates over time. It's principles and ideas that translate over time rather than just for the period piece that we're trying to develop content for right now in Star Wars. And when you make content, when you make TV shows or movies or content that transcends the current time period of politics or whatever it would be, and it addresses a bigger story and the larger story at life and then in this world of good versus evil, right versus wrong, self-sacrifice versus selfishness. When you make something that is so big like that, you create movies and TV shows that will transcend time. When we have TV shows like The Acolyte created that are very evident in pushing a particular agenda, a particular ideology, or a particular thought about who the Jedi are, who the Sith are, that there's really no good or evil, you end up with what you end up with, the lowest rated TV show you've ever had. And simply because of people like Star Wars Theory or myself or whoever else, I'm not putting myself on his same level or platform, but I'm just saying, when you have people that address that and say this is garbage, and then you have people that try to demonetize them because of that, I just don't get it, guys. And this is what originally where it was. And honestly, I would be really, really careful because they're pointing out specific people, Geeks and Gamers, RK Outpost, Nerdrotic, which honestly, I haven't really consumed much of their content at all. The only really Star Wars person that I listen to or watch on occasion is Star Wars Theory, just because I like his takes and I like his input. He's a longtime Star Wars fan like myself, enjoys Star Wars. He's had opinions that I don't always agree with, but some of them I do. But like calling these people out, like Star Wars Theory, this makes no sense. And then to try to have a campaign to have YouTube demonetize them. What's all this about? I think it's the thing that most creators struggle with, which is self-doubt and, oh my gosh, my views aren't getting there. What am I going to do? I'm not making money, right? And I love what Star Wars Theory says in his original video. When you go back to his original video, he says this, and I love it. It wasn't about money for him. I mean, money's good. Everyone wants to make money as you're a full-time creator. But the main goal was to talk about something he loved, Star Wars. And this is why he's been successful. Because he's just some fan like us sharing the things he loves. And it just so happens that a lot of us tend to agree with some of his thoughts. That's why he has 3.3 million subscribers, almost 3.4. It's not that hard to understand. I've never really ventured into Star Wars Explained stuff or anything that they do, but it just smells bad. It has a bad smell to it. And I really wish us as Star Wars fans could really get over this whole idea that if you don't agree with someone's opinions or values, immediately you want them to basically delete themselves. And I just don't get it. I don't get it. I think it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that we're Star Wars fans and having to deal with this kind of drama. Just make us good Star Wars films, man. That's all we care about. Because, like, when you make good movies and good TV shows, that's when our channels do the best because we're the most excited. So I don't know, guys. I mean, let me know in the comments what you think, man, because this is just getting crazy.
Make sure to like and subscribe, or we will execute Order 66. Check out our other videos on the screen as well.
Yes, my lord. Blast him!